pushing the wrong buttons. Here we go. Our mindfulness practice is what allows us to embody the awakened awareness on our path of healing and service to all beings. And so I thought today we could check in with how practice is going for each of us. And I'll share a little bit about some of the foundations of mindfulness. All aspects of our lives are part of our mindfulness practice. Mindfulness can be applied to everything, and everything benefits from it. And many of you have probably noticed that as you integrate your practice more and more fully into your daily life, the quality of the way in which you show up and meet the diverse experiences of life increases, that there's more of a sense of grace in our interactions. And our lives transform as we're able to bring a consistent level of real presence to what we are doing. Through our mindfulness practice, we learn to presence the uncomfortable as well as the comfortable. Interactions which take place within the present moment are have the quality of intimacy and vibrancy. And we gain clarity within ourselves. It becomes magnified, and the more we are in the present moment with our mindfulness practice, our love for the planet and all who live here seems to just deepen and widen. The foundation of mindfulness begins with slowing into the present moment and stabilizing through our breath and gathering in awareness. Opening to what is arising, whether this is positive or negative, pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. In mindfulness, you then practice meeting whatever is arising with honesty, tenderness, compassion, allowing the judgments of your mind to pass through your awareness without engaging them, just as we release thoughts that arise in meditation. And cultivating the ability to notice when you are no longer in the present moment is transformational. Noticing when you're rushing to get somewhere or get something done and being somewhere other than where you are, which is so easy for our minds to carry us away. And mindfulness living is an ongoing process of bringing awareness to what is driving your thoughts, your actions, and your speech. And knowing whether they are arising from awakened awareness or from the habitual patterns of your unconscious programming. And here it makes me think of, I feel like we're addressing the dynamic mentioned in the opening verse where it says the laws of the way things are work internally. So the more we bring presence to the inner workings of our minds and our motivations, the more we are aware of the laws of the way things are in relationship to ourselves. And I heard somebody recently do a teaching, and she used the image of a circle, like imagine a circle representing everything that is happening inside of you, all that you are consciously aware of, and all the patterns and systems of belief that you carry unconsciously. And she drew a line through the circle, like a horizontal line across the circle. And what was above the horizon is what we're conscious of, and what resides below is what we're unconscious of. And one of the intentions of mindfulness practice is to gradually lower that line in the circle so that more and more is in the conscious awareness on the top and less is in the unconscious. So part of our mindfulness practice is to make the unconscious conscious. And the height of the line will fluctuate as we move through our lives. But through consistent practice, we aim to increase conscious awareness. And committing to a mindfulness practice is a living process of transmutation. And the contents of our unconscious mind, they come from many sources. Like, we source from our ancestors' clarity and our ancestors' prejudices, and the conditioning that we absorbed during our childhoods and the coping mechanisms that we've developed to handle challenges in our lives. And what I have been thinking about a lot, especially since our convergence, is how rich it is, like when we interact with each other. This is a way of becoming aware of our unconscious expectations and reactions to things. As we interact, we see where life takes a turn that we're not expecting, and the way that our unconscious is conditioned to have them go. And so we may find ourselves in reaction to what is taking place. And so we are all in a process of growing skillful in witnessing what arises within us while we're interacting with each other. And we are all susceptible to reactivity, every single one of us. So responding from a patterned program rather than with a clear, fresh, unique response from awakened awareness. And our susceptibility to reactivity, along with our intention to bring more of ourselves into conscious awareness, is why we practice compassion. Loving kindness and compassion for ourselves and for each other serves our awakening together. And mindfulness allows you to know when you revert to judgment and the desire to coerce, punish, or take revenge, which can come up in any one of us. I watch it myself. And know when we're losing our joy and we're no longer able to express compassion. So the more time that we spend in conscious awareness, the less we're caught in reactivity. And reactivity really isn't fun for anyone. It's not fun for the person caught in it, and it's not fun for the people around them. And yet that is exactly where we can have compassion for each other and how we can serve each other in our collective awakening. So a good point of starting in our awakening together as a Sangha is knowing that we each are in a transformative process. And allowing the unconscious to be made conscious through presencing ourselves and each other is a powerful act of liberation and contributes directly to our evolution as a species.